What's the strongest glue in the world? Most people think of superglue, handy, fast, and strong. But superglue is just the start. Today we're diving deep into the world of adhesives to find out what truly deserves the title of world's strongest glue. We'll look at powerful man-made glues that hold skyscrapers and even your teeth together. Then, we'll see how they stack up against nature's champions, creatures that stick underwater, upside down, and in the harshest environments. Get ready for a showdown between industrial chemistry and biological marvels. By the end, you'll see stickiness in a whole new way, and finally get the answer to the stickiest question of all. Let's start with the classic, superglue, also known as cyanoacrylate, a staple in toolboxes and junk drawers everywhere. It's famous for its speed and strength thanks to a chemical reaction triggered by water vapor, something found on almost every surface, even the oils and sweat on your skin. When exposed to moisture, the glue's molecules rapidly link up, forming strong polymer chains that bond surfaces at a molecular level. This process happens almost instantly, which is why you need to be careful where you apply it. That's why it can glue your fingers together in seconds, sometimes before you even realize it's happened. Superglue's strength is measured in psi, often over 3,000 psi, enough to hang a small car from a 1-inch patch. That's a huge amount of force for such a tiny drop. It's used for everything from fixing mugs and toys to closing wounds in emergencies, where medical-grade versions can literally save the day. But it has weaknesses. It's brittle, doesn't handle sideways forces well, and can't fill large gaps. If the surfaces don't fit tightly, the bond just won't hold. Too much moisture or heat can break down the bond, making it unreliable in extreme environments or for outdoor use. It's perfect for quick, tight repairs on non-porous materials like metal, glass, or certain plastics, but not for heavy-duty jobs or flexible materials. Superglue is the sprinter of the glue world, fast and strong, but not the most versatile. It's great for emergencies, but not for every situation. To find glues that can handle more stress, bigger jobs, and a wider range of materials, we need to look at what industry uses when failure isn't an option. Next up, the heavyweight champion of adhesives, designed for the toughest challenges. Let's see what happens when you need a bond that's not just strong but nearly unbreakable, something that can hold up under serious pressure. Industrial adhesives take things to a whole new level. Ready to level up? Let's talk epoxy. If superglue is the sprinter, epoxy is the powerlifter, built for endurance, not just speed. It's the adhesive you reach for when you need a bond that can withstand serious punishment, not just a quick fix. Epoxy is a two-part system, resin and hardener. Each part is inert on its own, but together they're unstoppable. Mix them and you trigger a chemical reaction that forms a dense three-dimensional web of bonds, locking everything in place. This cross-linked structure gives epoxy incredible strength. Industrial versions can exceed 10,000 psi, with aerospace formulas reaching 20,000 psi. That's enough to hold together the most demanding engineering projects. Epoxy isn't brittle. It absorbs impacts and fills gaps, making it ideal for bonding airplane wings, boat hulls, and race cars. It's trusted wherever failure isn't an option. It's also highly resistant to chemicals, water, and heat, so it stands up to the harshest environments, garages, factories, even laboratories, making it perfect for tough environments where other glues would fail. The trade-off? Time and precision. Epoxy rewards patience and accuracy. Epoxy takes longer to cure, sometimes up to 24 hours, so you need to plan ahead and let it set. And the mix ratio must be exact. Too much or too little of either part, and the bond won't reach its full strength. But when you need a bond that's stronger than the materials it joins, epoxy is the go-to. It's the champion of structural adhesives. It's the backbone of modern manufacturing, holding together the things we rely on every day, from cars to electronics. But strength isn't always about rigidity. Sometimes flexibility is just as important. Sometimes the best glue is the one that can flex with the world around it, adapting to movement and stress. That's where polyurethane comes in, a different kind of adhesive for a different kind of challenge. Let's see how flexibility can be just as important as raw power, especially when materials need to move, because sometimes bending without breaking is the ultimate strength. Adaptability can be just as valuable as brute force. Epoxy is tough, but it's not the only contender in the world of adhesives. The glue world has more tricks up its sleeve. Let's keep going. Next, polyurethane. Polyurethane is the gymnast of adhesives, strong but flexible. It's able to stretch, bend, and rebound. Just like an athlete landing a perfect routine, it cures with moisture, forming a tough, rubbery bond that can stretch and return to shape. This unique property means it can absorb shocks and handle repeated movement without cracking or breaking down. This makes it perfect for jobs where movement and vibration are constant, like car windshields and construction joints. Polyurethane's flexibility helps keep things together even when the world around them is in motion. Polyurethane bonds can handle 1,000 to 4,000 psi, but their real strength is in peel resistance and impact absorption. It's not just about holding tight, it's about surviving the unexpected. It's used to seal concrete, bond subflooring, and hold together materials that need to flex. You'll find it in flooring, roofing, and even in heavy-duty industrial settings. You can tweak its formula for anything from soft sealants to hard structural adhesives. Chemists can adjust its properties to suit almost any job, from delicate crafts to massive construction. It sticks to almost anything, making it a construction favorite. Wood, metal, plastic, polyurethane can bond them all, even in tough environments. Downsides: it cures slowly and can be messy, and it needs humidity to work. Proper ventilation and patience are a must for a perfect bond. But its combination of strength and elasticity makes it indispensable. Few adhesives can match its ability to flex and hold under pressure. Sometimes the strongest glue isn't the hardest, it's the one that can move with you. Polyurethane proves that flexibility can be just as important as brute strength. Polyurethane keeps our dynamic world together, quietly supporting the structures we rely on every day. But what about gluing things inside the human body? Medical science has its own set of challenges and solutions. Let's head to the dentist's chair for the next marvel of adhesion. Dental adhesives are a world apart, designed for the unique environment of the mouth. Dental adhesives are up next. The mouth is a brutal environment, wet, acidic, and full of bacteria. Dental adhesives are engineered to bond in these conditions, holding fillings and crowns in place for decades. They work by micromechanical bonding. The dentist etches the tooth, creating microscopic pores, then applies a resin that seeps in and hardens under blue light. This creates a seamless, ultra-strong bond that resists chewing forces and blocks bacteria. These adhesives are hydrophilic, designed to work with moisture, and must bond to both hard enamel and softer dentin. Their strength rivals industrial glues, but they're safe and biocompatible. Dental adhesives are a triumph of chemical engineering, built for the unique challenges of the human body. But nature's been perfecting its own adhesives for millions of years. Let's see how the animal kingdom tackles the stickiest challenges. First up, the gecko. How does it walk on walls? The answer isn't glue, it's physics. Let's zoom in. Geckos can run up glass and hang from ceilings, all without sticky residue. Their secret? Millions of microscopic hairs called setae, each splitting into hundreds of even tinier spatulae. This structure maximizes surface area, letting geckos harness van der Waals forces, weak attractions between molecules. One gecko foot could theoretically support a small child's weight. The real genius is in how geckos attach and detach. They preload their feet, drag to engage the forces, and peel away at an angle to release instantly. It's a dry, self-cleaning, and reversible adhesive system. Scientists are racing to replicate gecko tape for robotics and medicine, but nature's design is still unmatched. The gecko's grip isn't chemical, it's pure engineering at the nanoscale. Sometimes the strongest glue is a force of physics, not chemistry. But what about sticking underwater? For that, we turn to the mussel. Let's dive in. Mussels are masters of underwater adhesion. Their secret? Protein chemistry. Here's how they do it. Mussels cling to rocks in pounding surf using Bissell threads, nature's underwater superglue. They secrete proteins containing dopa, an amino acid that pushes water aside and bonds directly to surfaces. The glue forms a hard plaque at the anchor point and a flexible thread to absorb wave energy. It's like having epoxy and polyurethane in one system. This combo lets mussels survive in violent, wet environments. Scientists dream of medical glues inspired by mussels, biocompatible, waterproof, and strong. But replicating the mussel's precise chemistry and curing process is a huge challenge. Mussel glue shows that the smartest adhesives balance strength and flexibility. Nature's solutions are elegant and efficient, but there's one more sticky marvel, the spider's web. Let's see how spiders trap their prey. Spider silk and glue are a dynamic duo. The web's secret isn't just the silk, it's the sticky droplets. Here's why spider glue is so special. Let's unravel the web. Spiderwebs are engineering masterpieces, and their sticky spiral lines are coated in glue droplets made of glycoproteins and salts. The silk itself is stronger than steel by weight and incredibly elastic. When prey hits the web, the silk stretches and the glue droplets elongate, holding tight without breaking. The glue stays sticky thanks to salts that pull moisture from the air, keeping it ready in any humidity. It's a self-hydrating, biodegradable adhesive, made at room temperature from simple materials. Scientists hope to mimic spider glue for medical and flexible electronics, but the recipe is still a mystery. The spider's glue works in perfect harmony with its silk, creating a system that's more than the sum of its parts. In nature, the strongest glue is often part of a bigger, smarter design. So what's the ultimate adhesive? Let's bring it all together. The answer isn't simple. It depends on what you need to stick, and where. Let's wrap up with the final verdict. Which glue wins? Here's what we've learned. So, what's the strongest glue in the world? It depends. For pure strength, industrial epoxy is king. For flexibility, polyurethane rules. For the human body, dental adhesives are unmatched. But nature's solutions, Gecko Feet, muscle threads, spider glue, combine strength, adaptability, and efficiency in ways we're still trying to copy. The real lesson? Strength comes in many forms: rigid, flexible, reversible, or part of a system. The science of stickiness is everywhere, holding our world together in ways we rarely notice. Which glue amazed you most, man-made or natural? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this sticky adventure, hit like and subscribe for more science deep dives. Thanks for watching.